here's the bedrock that I'm interested in. Let's have a look underneath the water. So there seems to be a bit of a geology change here, where we've got a decomposing mudstone here and it crumbles in your hand, and that's where I've been finding some of the specks of gold. They must get lodged in the little nooks and crannies, and they get deposits with all the sediment there. So you can crumble it or get a little scraper and scrape out the bedrock, classify it, and then run it through the sluice. In fact, I'm just looking here. Could that be a speck of gold? Possibly one there. Yeah, it was gold. Let's have a look. Kid you not. It's always good to find it like that. Let's go and take this bucket and see what we've got. Oh, the sluice is looking pretty healthy. Specks here, here, all across the middle bit there, some brighter than others. And then, like I pointed out before, you see the red stuff here, that's normally pretty heavy. You see a bit of lead shot down there. Now let's feed a few of these gravels and see if any more specks appear. That looks like a new speck there. That's visible. Got another piece there. And you know the dregs in the bottom of your bucket? You see that? There's not a lot in there. Let's see what's in that. I can't get the scoop to get it out and get a pan. Let's have a look. Rightio. Right there. Just fine deposits right at the bottom of the pan. Plenty of that yellow stuff, you can see that already. There's a speck there, I can see it. There's a couple of specks there which you might not be able to see. So it goes to show right to the bottom of the bucket. How to do this with a camera at this angle. Oh, I've got another speck there. So there you go. This camera never shows up the really small specks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that I can see. And I've just found another super micro speck. But if put it into perspective, if I'm going to go somewhere in England looking for gold and I see that in my pan, that will make my day. I'll travel quite a long way to see that from hours and hours of sluicing gravels, and that was in the bottom of the bucket. So, you know, I'm happy to see anything. If you can find gold at that size, I always value them, because in another river that would be the best piece of the day. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Now that was a nice little exercise, and I don't want to teach people to suck eggs. I mean, normally you just took the bucket upside down, splash water in it and drop it into the sluice. But it was just nice to see what was in there. And going back to that one speck I found, having gone through it all again. In Lee Palmer's book, he mentions about certain burns in Scotland where one visible speck of gold was found, or 1 grain was found here, or 2. So not all rivers are gold bearing where it's guaranteed to be there. So it's always good to hone your skills and try and find the diddiest specks. You can find them, you'll certainly find the bigger pieces. Yeah, some nice pieces in there. Then we'll do a clean up. And you see a few specks on that first riffle. Well, we've got a pan there full of micro specks of gold. Let's have a look. First clean up from sniping and crevicing all that little bit of bedrock. Okay, I've done my final sort of scrape along all that bedrock, and there's something in the sluice there. I'm not sure what it is, I'll show it you. Catching my eye. You see that there? What's that? See the specks of gold everywhere, got a bit of fishing weight there. And what is that? Piece of gold. Getting there. That has made my day. Ho, ho, ho. It's very, very flexible, very thin. There it is. It probably won't weigh much. It didn't move on that top mat. Has it got a bit of a sound? Oh, it's got a bit of a sound. So I'll just give you an example of the cons from the sluice there, because there's a lot of black sand in there, a lot more than usual. But when you work it, there's no gold in it now, I took it all out. It's quite mesmerising now. You can play with the various weights and get the colours to come out. So there's the gold from the final clean up there, and there is the piece of the day. Very nice.